Advertising in an election year, how advertising is going to change throughout 2024 due to the US election. What can you do to prepare for it? As I'm filming this episode, it's the beginning of June 2024. And as you all know, we are in an election year. We're gonna have a new president in a couple months. The election's coming up in November. As an advertiser and as a marketer, this is not a good thing for us. We dread election years. And you might be asking yourself, why the hell do marketers and advertisers care about elections? Well, here's the big thing. Election years drive up the price of advertising. If you've been watching the news at all, you probably know what happened over this last week. Trump was indicted with this whole thing. And granted, I'm not gonna get into politics. I'm not gonna get into what's right or wrong. I don't really care. But what I will tell you is through these indictments and these convictions, 30 felony counts, whatever it is, like I said, I'm not getting into that stuff at all here, but I just want to just let you know what's going on. Trump was able to raise an extra $50 million in a period of just a couple days through his website and through advertising in general. Why is this important to us? Well, that's an extra 50 million bucks that's now going to Meta ads, YouTube ads, billboards, all forms of media. And the interesting thing is, like, I got a YouTube ad for Trump the other day that was saying, I appreciate the $29 guy that donates more than the $1 million guy because it means a lot to him. It's interesting. He's using advertising not only to advertise himself, but to advertise getting more donations so he can spend more in Q3 and Q4 during the election. Why is this going to affect you? Well, the more dollars there are in the US being spent on media, whether it's print, billboards, out of home, TV, radio, Meta, Google, YouTube, whatever it is, that's going to drive up the cost of inventory. The more people that are bidding on ads, the more people want ads, the more expensive ads are going to get. Ads are expensive enough. Like, we've seen Meta and Google ads go through the roof. CPMs are through the roof, more than they've ever been before. And this is only going to make things more challenging as we go through the next couple months and we go into Q3. So the main thing that I will tell you today, and I'm telling all my clients on the brand marketer coaching program side and at our agency Breadloaf, is you need to focus on spending your money wisely. And you also need to focus in building your list and generating new customers early this year. So as we go into June, we have a solid 4.5 months before Black Friday necessarily starts, and we need to focus on list growth. June through the end of October is what I call list growing season. This is where you're not only optimizing your ad dollars for conversions, but you're looking at how many new subscribers you're generating through email and SMS every month. This is important because as we go into Q4 and as we go into holiday, the larger and more active your subscriber list is on email and SMS, the more revenue you will make and the more independent you are upon what happens on the paid media side of things. I anticipate we're gonna see the highest CPMs we've ever seen, and we're gonna have every single brand out there advertising in Q4 along with the election. It's gonna cause a lot of dollars to be brought in, and it's gonna make inventory way more expensive. Start planning now, start optimizing your budgets, and don't be afraid to spend now. That's what I'm gonna tell people. This isn't trying to make people afraid to not spend. I want you to spend more dollars on ads, but I want you to spend it smart, and I also want you to optimize for list growth. How can you do that? Well, one of the things that you can do to optimize for list growth is have a really compelling front-end offer in your pop-up on your website. That's one thing. Second of all, you can make sure that you have opt-ins checked out during checkout on your site as well. So if someone comes through, there's a pre-checked opt-in where they can easily sign up. Also, make sure you have double opt-in off on all your lists with your ESP. I can't tell you how many times I audit a brand and I find out, wow, they lost 80% of their list over the last 4 or 5 years because they had a double opt-in in, and all these people that signed up are inactive. Make sure that's off. Someone signs up for your list, they're signed up. You don't need them to check and to recheck another box to double opt-in. That's BS. Have a compelling front-end offer. Also, run sweepstakes and partnerships with other brands. Like one of our clients, Yo Colorado, we're running a sweepstakes right now. They've got a huge giveaway that we're doing in partnership with the GoPro Mountain Games, which they are the flagship merch provider for hats and shirts at the games. We sell the products online, the licensed products online on their site. They also sell directly at the GoPro Mountain Games in another week or two in Aspenville. Moral of the story, spend your money wisely, focus on list growth, and also make sure you're activating with those subscribers every week. You want to be sending multiple campaigns and making sure that you're activating with them and you're not missing any opportunities. So if you stick with that, just remember advertising is going to get more expensive. It's an election year. As we get through this election year, things should stabilize. They should go back to normal. I just want you to be all aware of it and understand why there's more volatility in the Meta and the Google and the just digital advertising space in general as we go into this year. So hope this was helpful. And if you like what you're hearing today, with either if you're listening on our podcast, on one of the podcast networks, or on our YouTube channel, please hit a subscribe button. We're trying to put these videos out at least once a week, and would love for you to subscribe. And also, if you have a comment or you have a question, put a comment in there. We read all the comments and would love to answer some of your questions in future Q&As. So hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you later. See you on the other side. Bye.